Okay, I have not posted in a while, but I did just have a question pop up on one of my i3 videos, and I thought I would share a little bit about our high limit thermostat that is both on the HHB, the HHD, and on the i3 oven. I am sure you can find this on many TurboChef products and many products out there. So let's just quick go through how this should work, because I can see it being very confusing. There are 6 terminals on this, and let's break this down as each terminal set is an individual switch. So I currently have this on continuity checking. And when I say each individual switch, you'll see, if you had one of these in front of you, you'll see each one of these terminals is labeled. In this case, 11, 12, 21, 22, 31, 32. That tells me that these 2 terminals right here are a switch. Just one individual light switch like you would have on your wall. It'll be on or off. Same with this one and same with this one. So if you're testing this, you would see continuity between 11 and 12, between 21 and 22, and between 31 and 32. That's good. When you wouldn't see continuity is if it's tripped. The red button on the back goes click. That would then open these, so your light switch would then be off, and you should see no continuity between them. Also, and this is where I got a little bit confused and got down a rabbit hole, if you were to receive continuity between, say, 11 and 21, or any combination of any of these on either side, that would be bad. And I would assume you're probably eating 12 amp fuses, quite a lot of them, and it's probably making a very big poof. That would be a failure of this component. Also, other failures you may see. If you are coming in and you're checking your resistance between your terminals, so for example, if we're going between 11 and 12, and you are getting a large resistance, much larger than 0.01, or in this case, yeah, I'm kind of fluctuating, that would cause basically what would become a series circuit with the heating element itself. And what that would actually do is it would cause the heating element to operate at a lower voltage, which seems kind of weird, but what happens is this switch becomes a load, and it will get very hot and very angry, but it sometimes can continue operating, which is quite interesting. And what does that look like? My oven heats really slowly, and I don't know why, and you're gonna go in, the actual heating elements are going to test out great, and it's going to make absolutely no sense. Then you're going to get on here, and this is a really easy test. Take the wires off. You can just take them off one at a time and just verify that you do not have resistance across these. Just like a light switch at your house, you shouldn't have resistance across any of these. And you can see I'm kind of fluctuating. I don't want to knock the meter too much, but it isn't ideal. But you should not see too many issues with these. As far as like, you should not see too many problems across these terminals. If you do, then it's time to replace it. One other thing, and I know this is going to sound, I'm sure a lot of you are aware of this. This wire coming off of here is not a wire. It's actually a capillary. So that's a little itty bitty tube. So if this gets kinked in any way when it gets shipped to you, or if on your truck it gets bent over and it's actually bent completely and closed over, this is now not going to work either. So what that does is it basically takes what would be a liquid or a gas in here, and then as it gets hotter, it will basically heat up and then tell it that, hey, I'm too hot, and it trips out. If you have any other questions, let me know, but I think that kind of sums it up. Thanks for asking. It's those little things that sometimes I forget, maybe not everybody knows, and to tell you the truth, there was a time I didn't know that either. Ooh, and one other thing, don't forget, if you have a failed line and you want to get that oven working right away, we only use 2 on most of our ovens. That means one of these is still open. So if 11 and 12 is bad, you could theoretically just move them over to 31 and 32 and order your part, and the store can go on cooking, and that buys you a little bit more time before you have to go back. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next one. Expect a Tech Tip Thursday and a couple Monday videos coming up. I did shoot a few, and I will try to get a few more done. And my cat is reminding me that I need to take care of him because he is sad. Thanks for watching. See you next time.